He wasn't facing away from you. If you were able to see him, you would also see the knife. If you went over to where the juice was, which is right there, you would see the knife. So yeah, that's gotta be it. Okay, that was actually... I didn't know initially, but once I actually looked at the evidence and really thought about that, that's pretty obvious. That didn't make any sense at all, Adrian. I told you it was dumb. There was no way that was true. That didn't make any sense. Ah. What is the meaning of this? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There is a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Corrida's chest. Anyone who saw this scene would have immediately thought that here was a dead man. That's, well, or at least one who was dying. I doubt a single person in the world would mistake this for someone who fainted, and then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink. Your point is, Judge. Miss Andrews, your testimony just now, there's a pile of horse shit. Glasses again. And your lie has proven one thing very clearly, that you are the real killer. Aw, fuck. Oh my god, whoa. Started out yelling, but then she got all timid. Faded away. It looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to light. Somehow, indeed. The defendant, Mr. Madangard, is not guilty after all. Are we done? There's no way. You're wrong. Miss Andrews, try to have some composure. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I tell you. It was Matt, I swear it. He's the one who killed Juan. But you were the one who refused to testify. And your reason for not doing so was that you might end up incriminating yourself. That's because... Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you? I refuse to testify. Dude. What the fuck? The only reason the length of this case is annoying is because I want to know what the hell is happening, and I don't know yet. I really, really want to know. That's why I've been recording so far ahead and playing this case so much, because I really want to know what's happening. Is it over? Is it? Have we found the... I don't know. What's wrong, Phoenix? Usually the real killer... Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Plus, we haven't even talked about half the shit that we need to talk about. Now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't. This is true. Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict for... Am I gonna object? Is Phoenix gonna object? Who was that? Is that Edgeworth? Okay. Your Honor, the prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass down a verdict at this time. What? The reason is quite simple. This witness has yet to speak of the absolute real truth. Oh my god. The absolute real truth? What are you? Witness, don't you understand yet? Huh? I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head, but as long as you protect yourself through your silence, Matt Ungard will go free, and in his place, you will become the guilty party. That's a lie! It's clearly what's happening in front of your eyes. What? I was told if I spoke then... Dude, I know you got your codependency thing. Franziska von Karma is not somebody you want to depend on. She will whip you in your anus. I can't speak about it. Unless she's not the one who told her that, but it seems like it is. Yep, there we go. Huh? Don't you remember, Phoenix? Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of another. Because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself. Then, right now, Miss Andrews is... Yesterday, she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss Von Karma. Don't say a word, no matter what happens. If you do, Matt Ungard will be acquitted. Miss Andrews undyingly believes in those words right now and is clinging on to them. Then what should we do? Why did I do the judge's voice? This is the first time I've ever come across anything like this. But Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? All we have to do now is to get our not guilty. That is my only priority. It wasn't me, I'm begging you. Please believe me. I didn't kill Juan. Help, please. She did not do it. It's clear at this point. She did not do it. Phoenix's case was really fucking good, and I believed him there for a second. I really didn't, but his case was extremely convincing. But I knew that we hadn't talked about any of the shit yet, so I knew that there had to be more to it, so... Yeah, she did not do it. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? The court can't continue on like this, therefore I'd like to hear what you intend to do. What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Wright, I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did and what she did not do. I don't know. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this case. Crime. Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? There's no one else it could be except the woman crying over there, right? I don't fucking know, man. It's either the kidnapper guy or Matt, because it's not her. Come now, what will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I have to force her to testify. I mean... I guess Phoenix would want to say this to, you know, win the case, but it's not. So, we're here. I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around that. But, I'm hungry. I also have to pee. Miss Andrews, I would like to know what you are really hiding. Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing? Sure, Mr. Ongard would get an acquittal, but in his place he would be found guilty. Is this how you really want this trial to end? Be quiet. How dare you? You're trying to trick me. That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense's theory is the truth. You're wrong. I just feel bad for her. I don't know what she's actually done, but I know she didn't do it, so I feel bad, because she's just dependent on stupid Franziska, and she's just scared. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this, however. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court. Stop. Mr. Edgeworth. This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. What? And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past. Stop! Please stop. Well, I didn't have to bring it up, so I guess I kept my promise. Edgeworth did it. No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have the evidence right here. That's the second part of the suicide report. The attempted suicide report. What will you do now, witness? You know what I am about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. Dude, what a fucking prick. The secret of her codependent nature. Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world. Please stop, I beg you. If people find out, I'll... If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. Edgeworth, how can you be so cold? However, before you die... What the hell? I will pull the truth from your breathing lips. No matter what I have to do. Oh my god. So will you tell the court yourself, or shall I? Either is fine with me. Dude. I'll talk, but please, help me. Dude, holy shit. Nothing matters anymore. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted. Honest. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. And then, I stabbed Juan's dead body with the knife, and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume. You had a bit of an inconvenience. With the knife, but why would you do that? Isn't it obvious? To pin the blame on a certain person. A certain cowardly man. What do you mean by all of this? It might take this court a little while to understand, but... This is the truth. The real killer is Matt, that scumbag of a man. So you were trying to frame the real killer. Maybe. He might have. She didn't. I know that. She did not do it. But she did try to frame him. Whether he did it or not, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. He's trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time. Okay, so she thinks he's involved with Celeste's thing, and that's what Juan was going to confess. So, Miss Andrews stabbed the victim one corridor in the chest with a knife. However, she didn't do it with murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing Matt Engarde for the murder. And this is her crime. Is it a crime to stab a dead body? Framing a person's bad, but if that person actually did it, maybe you'll get off the hook. Wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer? No. Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence the cross-examination. Dude, I don't fucking know anything about anything, man. Don't expect me to cross-examine. I want to get... Well, I was going to say I want to get to the end, but how exactly did you think that immediately with the knife? Maybe you really didn't see it initially? But you could tell from the state the room was in, that there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you say that you did not know he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck, but that scarf is a part of the Jammin' Ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up. Oh, it's because she's the one who stabbed the knife in. That's why I totally wasn't thinking about... Yeah. So yeah, that's why she thought that he was dead, because she's the one who put the knife in. After that, okay. Right, got it. She saw that, then real quick ran back over there, got the knife, came back, stabbed it, put this costume on, and left again. Okay. Let's just go in order then. I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because Juan, he was going to expose Matt's weak point to the world. That does make sense. So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when I thought I should forge some evidence. Well, if you thought he did it, why did you feel the need to do that? I know you wanted him to get caught, but I mean, probably shouldn't do shit like that. So the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button. You could have just told the police about what Juan was going to do at the conference, and they would have reason to suspect Matt. Although I guess she just wanted to be sure. Pretty risky. She really, really wanted him to get caught. That was so you could get the knife, correct? The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime. And then I stabbed Juan's dead body, okay? And we already know why, I don't think I need to press this, but you were the one to stab the victim with that knife. It gives me goosebumps to think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. Then when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used the button somehow, I could make Matt look even more suspect. So you thought to rip one of the buttons off and then plant it in Mr. Engarde's hakama. Yes, that's what I had planned to do. But the things never go that smoothly, do they? What exactly was that? The fact that Lotta took your picture? It can't be that. Oh yeah, that is it. I'm willing to bet my spikes it was Lotta. There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth. That's Miss Oldbag for you. I'd already been caught and made into a big scoop for a certain weekly tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again. And that's why... There we go. You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you? Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony. You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct? Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there. And what is this secret? That I don't know. So she really doesn't know. So yeah, it makes sense that she would not be the one who killed him. People would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume. I think we've heard enough. So after that, you went back to Mr. Engarde's room and planted the button. Into Matt's Hakama, yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it. My word. What does all this mean? Dude. I don't know. Mr. Edgeworth, is it? The real criminal is Matt on guard. So it seems. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk. Franziska, huh? She said that I should under no circumstances confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. It'd be hilarious if it is Matt and Phoenix is gonna lose. It'd be hilarious that it's not Franziska who's beating him. And it would have been, but she got shot. So it's not. She'll be so pissed. But if it was her, I might have ended up winning, because the only reason that we're here is because of Edgeworth and the fact that he knows all this shit that Franziska probably doesn't know about. So I probably would have beat her. It's only because of Edgeworth that I'm losing, that I might lose, if that's what happens, if it is Matt. What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she is not the real killer. I don't think I have any objections. But okay. Right? It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Miss Andrews on anything. Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. The cross-examination of the witness is over, and so is today's trial. You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright. But... Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning. Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately. That's all. Court is adjourned for today. Whoa, that was loud as fuck. Because it's really a big deal to Phoenix. He's like, oh no, now Maya's gonna die. Whoa! That's weird to see the chair empty. Oh man, yeah. He didn't lose the case yet, but we were supposed to finish it today. I'm glad it's over, though. This has been a long-ass fucking trial. And I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I asked you something? What? What is it? Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. Yeah, exactly, the damn card. What exactly is it? Oh, this? Oh, Mr. Wright also asked about this. Although I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright. I remember just now. I found this in the room on that day. The room? That day? In Juan's room? Why did you take it? Okay. And the kidnapper guy also had it, so he's definitely closely involved, whether he did it or Matt did it. It was probably both. I mean, at this point, it clearly seems that it was Matt and this kidnapper, bellboy man, working together. It's just which one actually did it. It's really irrelevant. It's like it's the Morgan Mimi situation. They're both guilty. I just got to figure out all the details. It was lying there right next to him. You found that card next to the victim's body. And I guess this guy wanted Matt to be acquitted because he figured if Matt was taken down, he'd probably spill the beans on him too. Yeah, I guess not. But it's still a strange card if you ask me. But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see why. Oh my god, what? Witness, that card. Give it to me. Oh my god, he knows what it is. Edgeworth. Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? No? This? I can't believe you had... What? I didn't mean to. What is this all about? I feel so bad for Adrian. She's so scared and emotionally destroyed. What is it? God damn you, Edgeworth, speak up. That card. What in the world is it? Edgeworth knows too much and it's pissing me off. God damn it. And now I don't want to stop playing. But I really need to take a break, so... we'll stop there. I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for watching.